social media. Once again, I apologize for that delay. I actually have it. So let me go ahead and get started on this. I'm sorry for that delay. It just didn't look as if anything was happening. My name is Chris McDonald. I'm coming to you from north of Charlotte. I started with an MLM, and then from there, I went ahead and switched over to just doing social media. Once again, I apologize for that delay. What I'd like to do today is go ahead and share my screen with you and get this started since you had such a long delay in getting started. Let's see. Try that screen share again. And here we go. This is the fourth class for Facebook training. Maybe I need to go through another one on how to set up my YouTube video. Again, an apology for last week as well as this week. Please know that the link that you have is taking you to my Facebook training page, and that each week's lesson and handout is going to last for 6 days. Then I go ahead and update it the day before I'm going to have the new handout. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to create your handout, about content marketing, how often you should post, ideas for posts, and your great handout that I provided for today. Your free handout is something that you want to give as an opt-in offer. You want it to be free because you want people to exchange their email for your handout. You want to make it easy for people to learn more about you. You want them to be able to receive that free offer. It's really an exchange. They give you their email, you give them something that's worthwhile. Why do people always want to pick your brain about? That's one of the things that you want to think about whenever you're trying to figure out what you want for your free giveaway. What is it that people want to talk to you about? What do they say, can I have your opinion? What results are your current clients getting with you? And why is it that people ask you to help them? What is it that they're asking you? Help me with this, or I need to understand this. Those are the kinds of things that you can do as a free giveaway. What comes naturally to you? What's one urgent problem that you can fix for your ideal customer today with your free opt-in? Answering those type of questions are going to give you ideas on how you can create that free offer. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be a 4 to 6 page ebook that's quick and easy and consumable. Actually, my photo download, where you get a free copy of my sample book, was actually too large. So I had to download it someplace else to be able to hand it out as a free giveaway. And your free offer can be an exclusive guide, a secret strategy. If you're doing weight loss, some good recipes, or how many calories are burned with each activity. Checklists are always great ideas. Remember that the key word in giving away a free offer is going to be consumable. How many times have you downloaded something and then saw how large it was and put it aside for later? Did you save it before you lost it? I know that I've downloaded many a thing and not taken the time to read it or follow up with it. And I probably have lost quite a few whenever I've had updates start automatically that I didn't get saved. You want your offer to be visually appealing. Have some kind of graphic in it that's going to help draw people in. And most importantly, you want to make sure that you have that autoresponder ready to take people's names and emails. Remember that you want to show unity in your branding, in your graphics. So something that you're giving away in your free offer, you want those colors to go ahead and match what you're giving away. That gives you that unity that you're looking for. I started with a handout on identifying your ideal customer. Over a period of 4 months, I had a total of 5 opt-ins, which is pretty sad. But then I switched it out. In February, I released my first ebook along with the sample as my opt-in. Now my opt-ins are well over 70 and they just keep on trickling in. Before, I was lucky if I got one a month. Now I easily average one a day, sometimes two a day. The key advice on this is going to be to test and test some more. You want your free offer to be linked to a webinar or, let's say that you listen to a webinar. I listened to a webinar recently, and the person that was speaking said that she goes to Barnes & Noble with a pen and paper, and then she goes to the magazine sections. She selects the magazines that her ideal customer would read, and that's what gives her her ideas for her free giveaway. Dr. Bennett commented that those magazine editors spend tons of money on knowing what it is that their customers want to see. So then she skims through them, writes down the titles, and what she can use as a similar title to attract those same customers. Of course, you could also go to your local library as well as to get those magazines. If you've dug down really deep, you'll know what kind of books your customer likes. You can go to Amazon, pull up those books, and read in the comments. You'll see from those comments something that is going to help inspire you. My goal is to help the new and small businesses through the haze of information. If all this seems overwhelming, I'll be happy to teach you a class on your free offer, and I'll be happy to teach you how to use MailChimp for free. But I need you to let me know in the comment section below. So you want to put that offer on your Facebook. Since we're teaching Facebook, we want to put that offer on your Facebook page. I've put mine, let me go ahead and share that one with you. Mine is located behind my cover photo. So if I click on grab your copy of my sample book today, behind that photo up pops this box. Obviously, this is why we were having a hard time with getting connected this morning with YouTube, and I was just being a bit impatient. I'll come back to that. So behind this cover photo, you're going to see that I have my offer. And then there's the call to action button. Where the call to action button is another place that you can go ahead and put in that information. Let me show you here. That's the call to action button. And let's see if it'll work now. Round and round it goes. This is just a basic touch on content marketing is what we're going to be doing next. I'm going to go back to that Facebook page as soon as I think it might have loaded. Again, at the cost of having you roll your eyes again, remember that likes and follows is not a true measure of your platform or of your community. And finally, okay, so in here, directly whenever you click on that, here is the link to go to my free handout. And all people have to do is click on that. And they see, notice again, it's my colors that I'm using, which are the dark blue, the lighter blue, the yellow, here's the yellow, and the pink, which I highlighted here. So if you would go ahead and fill out the information below, you're able to get that free copy. Now, if you go to my call to action button right here for sign up, this one is going to give you the ideal customer. Once again, notice the colors match my colors. They put in their email and then their ad leave, that ideal customer handout. Now, whenever you're doing content marketing, you want to think about your audience. If you don't have an ideal customer worksheet, contact me. Or better yet, since you're watching this, go to the sign up and you'll get that ideal customer worksheet. It's as simple as entering your email, confirming it. When you confirm it, you'll get that URL to go ahead and go to it. Remember, the content marketing is a commitment. It's not a marketing campaign, it is a content marketing campaign. If you're not consistent with your work, you do not look as if you're serious about business. So make sure that you look as if you're serious. If you can't be consistent, then don't do it. Don't be afraid to share your valuable information with your audience. Sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in the mindset that you're giving away the great stuff and your prospect isn't going to buy because you're giving away so much good material. In actuality, that's the furthest from the truth. What actually happens is your ideal customer reads the information that you give, the customer is educated and entertained, and then you become someone that they know, like, and trust. From there, they'll go and talk to others about you. Isn't that what we all really want anyway, is our fans to turn into our raving customers? Okay, so here we see a handout, a graph that I made. This is your content in the middle. What's coming out from it? You can have company news, motivation, personal information, promotions, humor, and tips. Those are just a few of the things that you can have. As you saw in my graph, you can and want to have a variety of posts that you're putting out. You can have questions such as fill in the blanks. You can have quotes. You can have humor. You can also have motivational and inspirational messages. You can have personal posts, but you want those personal posts to be very carefully done. You can have excerpts from your blog, and video is huge on all the platforms right now. If you make a mistake, don't be afraid to admit it on your Facebook fan page. Personal posts, you can put a picture of a sunrise, a sunset. You can share a quote from a book that you're currently reading. Share a picture of the book that you're reading. A picture of a purchase that you just made, or of your pet or family. If you're brave, a picture of you exercising. The key is that you want to make sure that you allow the people to know you. You can share your excitement about an upcoming event, date, vacation. Some leaders say to post a picture of what you're going to eat. I hate those posts, but if your ideal customer wants to see that, then go for it. The other key that I cannot drive home enough is you want to give your customer what they want to see. Things that they're going to laugh at, that they'll learn from, that will motivate them, and so on. If you're in weight loss, you're not going to show a picture of the dessert you promised yourself if you reach that goal. When is the best time to post? I've read in a lot of places that you should post at least twice a day on Facebook. Then I read again that you should post 4 times a day at 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Here's an article that is from HubSpot. They go over when is the best time to be doing those posts. I'm sorry. They go over when is the best time to do those posts. And as of course, my slides are going to be available, so you can just go back to that and get that directly on the slide below this video. You never want to forget that 80% of your posts should be focused on things other than your business, and 20% of your posts can be about products and services. Keep an eye out, see what people want to engage, see what your people want to engage with. When I first started, I stuck with the 4 times a day. Then I looked to see what the other leaders in my industry were doing. The leader that I admire most is Kim Garst with Bloom Social. She's constantly putting out stuff, and people respond and engage constantly. So I changed my routine. Now what I do is I post from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. every single day of the week. And every day I post something that's new about social media. I do that twice a day, always at 2 and 8 p.m. Whenever I go into my insights to see how it is or how often a person is on my page, let's try this and show you. My luck, it's changed. But whenever I go into my insights, it shows that my customers are online during the times that I'm posting. So for me, posting at all of those times is going to be great. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything's exceedingly slow, and I already started late. I already told you that. One of the resources that I use is I love using Google Slides. I use them for the Hangouts, as you've been seeing, and I also use them to create some of my posts. Now, of course, PowerPoint is great, but if you feel like that's too difficult, you can always try PicMonkey. I'm going to go ahead and give you a very, very quick demonstration of PicMonkey. You can go in and edit a picture that you already have. It'll ask you where you want it to come from. They also offer you a free trial all the time. A little monkey comes up. And while that is loading, we'll move on. Oh, another thing is that Buffer has a new app. It's called Pablo, P-A-B-L-O, and there's a link to it. And what you can do is you can send your pictures to Pablo and then go ahead, or to Buffer, and then you can go in and edit those pictures, put your sayings and your words on it, change how the picture actually looks and things like that. So that's all a great idea. So here is PicMonkey. Let's take an image from my computer. Let's just go with something quicker. All right, so here, you can put in the color that you want. If you know the color code, you can go ahead and put that in. I know my colors. I want you to know that it is driving me crazy that everything is going so slow. Okay, another option of where you can go is going to be Canva. Canva also has some great features to it that you would probably enjoy. And so now nothing is responding. Your handout this week is going to be at the bottom of this training. You'll see an area for the slides, but I believe on the training itself, I can't get into it to see, you're going to see a handout for photo resource. It's a very large document because I included pictures so that you kind of got an idea of what each place is like. I put in information about what you like and what you might not like, or what I like and what I don't like in there. For example, some of the sites have very, very high resolution images, but the images themselves are so large that I'm not able to put them in any of the photo editing places. So for me, if I can't even resize it, that makes it extremely difficult for me to be able to use that image. So what I usually do then is I cut the image to the size that I want it to. You can use different editing tools. If you have Photoshop or things like that, you can go ahead and change that size. So that's an option for you as well. Make sure that you get that. That'll be available again for 6 weeks. For 6 days, and then that'll switch out. I don't know what I'm going to be teaching on next week besides Facebook etiquette. I'm sorry, hiccups. Facebook etiquette. The Facebook etiquette I'll be teaching because I was doing one that's scheduled for Twitter etiquette next Tuesday and realized that we really hadn't even gone over Facebook etiquette. So I decided to go ahead and include that in my teaching. I'm sure that you're probably not really breaking any of those rules, but we'll go over those rather quickly. And I'll also teach you how to schedule your posts. And I will have also gone to my support desk and see why I'm having such a hard time with my computer. I hope that you all have a really, well, getting a great insight as to what my computer looks like. And look here. Here's my gray. So you click apply. When you click apply, you can go ahead and go in and sharpen. You can add colors. What I usually like to do is add some kind of texture to it. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that. Well, we'll cancel that. Now let's put space in here. There you go. There's a different one. And there's another one. So all of those are some pretty nice things that you can use. You can play with that. My most favorite one, the one that I use almost all the time, are metal. And I love the effects that the metal give. Of course, this is back at PicMonkey again. I like paper. And what I usually like to do is crumble that paper. Of course, there are other textures that you can put on there, but then you start changing your colors. And I like to stick to my colors. So normally I do something that isn't going to change the colors so that my branding is consistent through the page. And the other one that I like is weave and water. Let me show you water. You see? That looks like you're underwater. That one keeps my color and looks like rain. So you see, these are all different things that you could go ahead and do. You click the apply button and it stays. You can frame it. There's different frames that are available. Anything where you see a crown, that means it's royal and you're not able to use that feature. So you would have to pay the monthly fee. And I do not believe that it's very expensive. You can go into your text and then you use that text to go ahead and write whatever it is that you want to write. I'll go back to that in just a moment. Does anybody have any questions or comments? I will go ahead and check the bottom of my screen. If I see it. And again, my computer does not want to be responding. I will get back and check with those for any questions or comments later on today after I've contacted my help desk for my computer and see if we can fix this and see what's going on. As I told you, we're going to go over how to schedule your posts, Facebook etiquette, and possibly hashtags. What I'm trying to do is combine some of the trainings from both classes that are similar and overlap them for those of you that are maybe trying to catch up and do both. And this is not wanting to show us anything. And I do apologize that I'm having such a difficult time with this today. This is showing what my likes were like. back at the beginning of February, and what my likes are like now. And I'm actually seeing now that there may be some different times that my people are actually on my pages. So I'll end up going into more detail to check on that. Like I said, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to go ahead and write that beneath the page, and I will get back with you just as soon as possible. Have a really blessed day. Again, I apologize for all the problems, and bye-bye.